Good morning, everyone. I want to thank you, Dr. Murray Jackson, for having us here. So, all right. So let me start off with a passage from a book written by Sylvie D. Giusto, who is the founder of Executive Imaging Consulting. If you're not sure which level of dress is appropriate, remember this basic rule. The more you deal with a client's money, the more traditional and conservative you should be dressed. So, at one time, every professional, no matter the industry, he or she wore a suit. Now, today, there are so many interpretations of what to wear, it can be easily to look sloppy or overdressed if you're not aware of the environment. I'll go ahead and go to that. Obviously, if you're in finance, banking, law, accounting, and even politics, you should stick to conservative business attire. While creative industries like entertainment, advertising, engineering, and fashion, you can dress a little more flexibly and trendy within business and casual dress levels. So let's talk about business professional. Business professional is generally conservative clothing. Gentlemen, we wear suits, blazers, or conservative patterned sports coats. Button-down long sleeve shirts, no short sleeve, pattern or plain, ties and dress shoes, preferably leather. Belt should always match shoes. And they should either be black, which is dressier, brown or burgundy. Now, they say every man should have a navy, charcoal, or some shade of gray, a black, and at least one pinstripe suit, either a tan, brown, navy, black, or gray in the closet. Bright and loud colors are not considered business professional. Cuts and silhouettes are very important too. You want to pick cuts and styles that complement your body type, not exaggerate it. For example, any sports fans in here? Anybody watch NFL Network? If you see the guys, if you see some of the ex-football players there, you notice that they're not wearing anything super tight to exaggerate the muscles or what they think is a glorious bod, because they want to be taken seriously. You want to be noticed for the quality of your work, not the miscalculation of your attire or what you think, like I said, is a glorious bod. So make sure you pick the right silhouette. Just remember the rule of thumb that I spoke in the beginning about being conservative. Let's talk about tailoring a little. For business professional, sleeves should be about 1/8 to 1/2 of your dress shirt showing, while pants should either be a medium break or slight break. I know it's been kind of trendy here. You see some of the new trend is the fashion socks. So you see more the city look, guys are wearing the slight breaks or even a little bit higher than the shoe. That's all great, but as far as business is concerned, you don't want that to be an distraction. All right, accessories. Accessories play a major role too. In business, less is more. Avoid chintzy and cheap accessories, and earrings in men are strictly taboo. Remember the little things. For example, nice watch, conservative computer case, and a black umbrella. And even the pen you carry can help portray a positive image. These things can communicate who you are and the way you present yourself and your attention to detail. These things are investments which pay big dividends in showing who you are professionally. So let's recap. This one here. All right. So for like a board meeting or an interview, you should be dressed in a dark suit, crisp white dress shirt, conservative tie, leather dress shoes, and accessories to a minimum. For example, does anybody remember what President Obama last wore when he had his last speech? Anybody remember? He didn't. The purpose of that is he wore something that's not going to distract you from what his real issue is, what he's trying to get across. And that's what you want to do in business. You don't want to wear stuff that's going to distract from your professional worth. So, interviews is a little different. You can wear a blue, white, or ecru shirt, which is kind of like an off-white, and of course, you know, kind of a mild pattern. Everyday dress for business casual or for business professional. Suit, blazer, sport coat, dress shirt, plain or pattern, tie, dress shoes, preferably leather, and moderate accessories that don't distract. All right. So let's talk about business casual. This is actually pretty easy. The overall goal is basically you want to look neat and professional while maintaining comfort. Basic guidelines would be, you know, pants would be either dress pants, which are still considered business casual, gabardine or cotton pants, and khakis, all neatly pressed. Shirts should have a collar, whether it be a sports shirt, button-up, dress shirt, no tie, and polo shirt and polo, whether it be short or long sleeve. Ties can still be considered business casual as long as they're worn without a coat. Sports coats and vests can also be worn without ties to fall in business casual. You can see Mr. Blair here is wearing something a little more business casual. Nice sports coat, brown pant, no tie, leather shoes. Shoes should still be leather, whether it be loafers, wingtips, cap toes, and monk straps. Wingtips, cap toes, more business professional. Monk straps and loafers for business casual. For business casual, absolutely no head coverings unless they're required by religious purposes or to honor cultural traditions. So, just remember when dressing business casual, appearances do matter. Looking the part has definitely resurfaced as a priority in the eyes of employers. And the real definition of business casual is dressing one notch down from what you would normally wear business professional attire. So, how I'll end this part of our presentation with is remember you're always being sized up and judged at all times. Little things count. How you dress will tell your employer how you see yourself and how you approach your work. It doesn't matter how smart you are, doesn't matter how hardworking you are, or dedicated you are. If you don't look the part, you're simply not going to succeed in today's business world. Keep in mind how you dress is your own personal logo. Remember these basic rules. Presentation counts. Casual doesn't mean sloppy. Know when to dress up and when to dress down. Mainly dress as you want to be seen. Serious, professional, and upward bound. Dress for the position you want, not for the position you have. A few good books, gentlemen, to get is Dressing the Man by Alan Flusser. The Image of Leadership by Sylvie D'Augusto. And a really, really good book is by Susan Bixler, who is the founder of Professional Image Incorporated, who she actually handles the looks for American Express, Coca-Cola, IBM, and even Disney. That book is actually called The New Professional Image. So. Anybody have any questions about anything?
Talk about the size. Can they get, I mean, they can express yourself. In what aspects of still keeping it conservative, but how do you?
With your accessories. accessories are, you know, like I said, basically tell who you are. But like I said, you don't want it to be a distraction. Depending on, you know, what level you're at. Like I said, if you're in a board meeting, you know, you want to be a little more plain because, like I said, you don't want to distract from a professional work. Everyday attire, of course, you want your little spin on it because everybody's going to be dressing the same.
My question is about continuing to look professional and being able to express yourself or wearing more modern clothes, because in our forums, we typically ask students to dress in professional attire, and we've had students who came in with the dark conservative colors, but they might, gentlemen and women might have been wearing skinny pants or something along those lines. When is that appropriate and when is it not? And that can be any idea.
That is, like I said, it's trendy, but when you're dealing with, you know, a client's money, you don't want to come off trendy. You want to come off conservative, because, you know, it's their money. They're trusting you. You're portraying that image of how you're going to handle their money. Go ahead. Go ahead. Majority of the time, you see the skinny looks is like, you know, you see these evening events. Like I said, when I brought up the guys from, you know, NFL Network. If you look at what they wear, all their suits are nicely tailored. Nothing is over exaggerated. Their accessories are to a minimum. But when you get to business formal, and you see these guys on the red carpet, that's when you see everything that's over exaggerated. You see the skinny pants. You see the super tight slim fits, where, you know, the very thin sleeves. That's when you're going to see those looks, you know, the trendy looks. It's dressed to impress, not conservative, business conservative.
So is a red tie appropriate then?
Absolutely. Like I said, when I brought up the president, you know, President Obama, he usually wears a navy suit, crisp white shirt, and a red tie.
The ironing is important, people. If you don't know how to iron, there's a $2.25 cleaner around here. But iron shirts, not wrinkled, will be important.
Very important.
How flashy are the socks? I mean, 'cause
They're pretty flashy. I mean, we have, as you can see, I have a few, some on myself. Kyle has his are very flashy. It's business casual. But like I said, you know, when
hide it with your pants.
exactly a way to wear them and kind of show them off, but not like make it be the distraction, is all in the break of your pants. For business professional, the medium break, which is what I have on, and then you have slight break, which is where it rests right on the pant. This is a good way to show the socks off with a slight break, because as you walk, you'll see the sock. But like I said, you don't, if in a situation where it's a board meeting, interview, you know, meeting new clients, you don't want that to be the main focus. So when it comes to, you know, those important things, rule of thumb is usually the socks should match the pants.
And do you really tailor it? Like if somebody buys a suit, do you tailor it, help them tailor it? Is it extra?
Yeah, when you purchase a suit from Men's Warehouse, most of the stuff is unfinished. There are times that, you know, somebody could walk in and, you know, we put a jacket on them and it fits them perfect. But what we do is we get you as close to a tailored look as possible. We also have a custom suit line. I actually have a custom suit by Joseph Abboud on. As you can see, I'm kind of a bigger guy, and what you want to do is, for us bigger guys, is you want to wear your pants right at your navel. So what you don't want to do is separate yourself. You want everything to flow in motion. As you can see, like some of the little things, like the slanted pocket slims you out. But you know, it's a great product. It's all Italian fabric, made in the U.S. Super 100s, guaranteed to fit.
Gentlemen, I don't care if it's a designer name, ladies, I don't care if it's a designer name. If it doesn't fit you, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. too tight does not work in corporate. I don't care if you've got the perfect body. Show it later. Okay? Marie said for the ladies, you can put some things together. If you have a question about what's appropriate, bring it to the advisement office before next Tuesday. Okay? Gentlemen, we need you in a suit. And, oh my God, church suits are not business attire, I'm sorry.
Yeah, bright colors are not business professional.
Not even bright, sometimes you can have a dark suit, but it is a church suit. And it's got that little shimmer. Don't be
Yep.
attracted. I saw you in a church dress the other day. But seriously, and I need Calvin to be covered. So I don't want to see underwear. You are now in the college of business. It's just not professional. You need to start elevating your style across the board, day in, day out. You represent business. As Mike said, if you go into the fashion or if you go into business in the entertainment field, you're in a different field, but right now you're not there. And people are coming in here all the time. You need to elevate your style starting now. You need to start buying your pieces starting now. Things that will carry you. Shoes, Marie mentioned, take care of your shoes. Don't wear them every day. I'm looking around here and I see a lot of variations on professional that look good. I see some of you that did not get the memo yet. This was before some of you were born, but I was working at a public accounting firm, and a guy came in, and he had on a brown leisure suit. And I don't know how they let him out of the school with a brown leisure suit, but if any of you, and I hear that any of you walked out of here to go to an interview in something inappropriate, you're going to be meeting in my office. So if you have a question about it, come talk to us.
Another thing, Men's Warehouse. Feel free to come in, even if you don't purchase anything. One of our main things is to help educate. You know, we're not there just to sell you something. You know, we're also there to help educate with, you know, what you should wear. We can, you know, we can advise you of what you know, of what to wear for certain situations. So, like I said, feel free to stop in. You know, myself, Kyle, and another manager there, the other AM, Carl. We'd be more than willing to help. Like I said.
Develop a rapport with a associate at the store. I'm a shoeaholic. I'm going to tell you in a heartbeat. And I had people who used to call me and say, okay, the latest one's out, what do you like? Because they knew, you know. And I've developed that. I came by naturally. My mom was a shoeaholic. So, but figure it out and start now building your wardrobe so you have, by the time you walk out here, because your size is not going to change but so much. For most of us, some of us it will. You will have a number of ensembles that you can mix and match and put together as you need to put together.